Good afternoon. Welcome to Tribune News on Q, your go-to afternoon news source only here at Daily Tribune. We're live on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Tribune PH on YouTube, and at Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. For today's headlines, Bantay Senado, a coalition of legal experts, students, and professionals, was launched to monitor the performance of senator judges in the upcoming impeachment trial of Vice President Sara Duterte. The coastal areas of Bolinao and Anda in western Pangasinan are now free of red tide toxin, the Bureau of Fisheries and to the Philippine National Police Health Service. The armed forces of the Philippines monitored 82 Chinese People's Liberation Army Navy and China Coast Guard vessels in the West Philippine Sea during May, an AFP spokesperson said Tuesday. The invitation to the 18 alleged ex-Marines, along with their legal counsel, Attorney Levito Baligod, to appear before the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee has supposedly been withdrawn. The Department of Finance, together with the DILG and the DTI, has issued new guidelines clarifying the application of local taxes on registered business enterprises. Stephen Curry has a new long-term shoe and apparel deal with Chinese sportswear company Li-Ning. Taylor Swift is officially heading to infinity and beyond with her new craft. Today is the second day of June 2026, Tuesday, and I'm Chynna Basillaje bringing you today's top stories. Let's get started. Bantay Senado, a coalition of legal experts, students, and professionals, was launched on Monday to monitor the performance of senator judges in the upcoming impeachment trial of Vice President Sara Duterte. Coalition spokesperson Professor Clive Arguelles said the group is nonpartisan and aims to track the impeachment proceedings, focusing on evidence-based deliberations and how lawmakers handle testimonies and issues of public interest. Arguelles said the initiative seeks to encourage public participation, noting that their research found many Filipinos remain unaware of the impeachment proceedings. The coastal areas of Bolinao and Anda in western Pangasinan are now free of red tide toxins, the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources Region 1 announced in Shellfish Bulletin number 13 issued on Monday. Before stated that all shellfish gathered from the two towns are now safe for consumption and fishermen may already harvest and market them. The two towns had been affected by the red tide toxin caused by a harmful algae bloom since January 15. Although the poison cleared from February 20 to 25, the red tide bloomed again on February 26 and persisted until the agency's last monitoring on Monday. And meanwhile, former Public Works and Highway Secretary Manuel Bonoan's condition is slowly improving according to the Philippine National Police Health Service. In a text message sent to reporters on Tuesday morning, PNPHS Director Brigadier General Portia Manalad confirmed that Bonoan had been admitted to the PNP General Hospital in Camp Crame, Quezon City following a spike in his blood pressure. He was given antihypertensive medication, slowly improving ang kanyang condition, Manalad said. Bonoan and one of their co-accused surrendered to the CIDG in Camp Crame after the Sandigan Bayan issued a warrant for their arrest. And the armed forces of the Philippines monitored 82 Chinese People's Liberation Army Navy and China Coast Guard vessels in the West Philippine Sea during May, an AFP spokesperson said Tuesday. Retired Rear Admiral Roy Vincent Trinidad, AFP spokesperson for the West Philippine Sea, said the vessels were among 21,751 ships monitored by the Philippine Navy from 1st to 31 May 2026 as part of the military's maritime domain awareness operations. The Armed Forces of the Philippines, through the Philippine Navy, monitored a total of 21,751 vessels in May 2026, reflecting its unwavering commitment to safeguarding the nation's maritime domain, Trinidad said. And the invitation to the 18 alleged ex-Marines, along with their legal counsel attorney Lavito Baligod, to appear before the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee has supposedly been withdrawn. Baligod shared in a social media post on Tuesday a screenshot of an email from the Blue Ribbon Oversight Office that was sent to him and a supposed former Marine, Bernard True. The alleged former Marines previously claimed to be a bagman of former Ako Bicol Party List Representative Elizal Dico, saying they delivered cash-filled luggage from the congressman to particular government officials. Meanwhile, the Department of Finance, together with the Department of Interior and Local Government and the Department of Trade and Industry, has issued new guidelines clarifying the application of local taxes on registered business enterprises. In a statement on Monday, the DOF said the guidelines were issued to address varying interpretations among local government units regarding the implementation of tax incentives, particularly for enterprises transitioning under the Create and Create More frameworks. Under Joint Memorandum Circular No. 01/2026 issued on 30th of March, the government standardized the application of local taxes, fees, and charges on RBEs availing themselves of incentives under the Create More Act to address inconsistent interpretations across LGUs. Meanwhile, the Philippine stocks closed higher, with the PSEI rising 1.12% to 5,864.43 and the broader All-Shares Index gaining 0.75% to 3,310.35. Services led sectoral gains with a 2.87% increase, followed by industrials with 0.66% increase, property 0.45%, and holding firms 0.42%. Financials was the only losing sector, slipping 0.25%, while mining and oil edged up 0.09%. And in sports, Stephen Curry has a new long-term shoe and apparel deal with Chinese sportswear company Li Ning. The Golden State Stars Curry brand announced Monday the partnership to keep building Curry's global reach in basketball, golf, and lifestyle. Curry and Li Ning will team up on brand creation and product development, along with sports culture initiatives, with what they called a shared commitment to inspiring the next generation of athletes around the world. And Taylor Swift is officially heading to infinity and beyond with her new craft. The global pop star has announced a new original song titled I Knew It, I Knew You, written for Disney's and Pixar's upcoming film Toy Story 5. Swift revealed the news on her official platforms, sharing that the project marks a personal milestone, having grown up with the beloved animated franchise since childhood. And Katribo, did you know on June 2, 1899, the First Philippine Republic made a decision that irrevocably altered the trajectory of its struggle for sovereignty. The Malolos Congress officially issued a proclamation declaring war against the United States. While skirmishes and bloody campaigns had already been raging for months, this specific date marks the formal transition from localized resistance to an institutionalized state-level conflict. And now, with 14 million views, viral video of twin sisters shows them pretending their phone gets snatched. One says they should not chase it, but quickly changes her mind when she realizes the phone is hers.
Huwag mo na yung kumain! Kanina ko rito! Kanino yan? Ate! Kanino yan? Sa'yo! Bubuli natin!
That's all for now. Join us again at 4:30 p.m. still here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune PH on YouTube, and at Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. Once again, I'm Chynna Basillaje, and this has been Tribune News on Q.